For an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Different than
Hey,
someone who
everybody.
has a chronic 24-hour-a-day depression.
Shut your mouth. Just talking about
bag.
All right, quiet down.
You know, because if you admit that I'm right, you're not going to have a job.
Easy.
No, I'd love it if you're right. My job easy. I just have to convince
Please.
people to stop doing stuff.
Your addiction is healing people, and I wish you'd stop.
That's true.
Hey, everyone, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. That's Dr. Dag, my main man.
That came in with a head of steam. He's like talking about
Oh, yeah.
addiction,
Got a head of steam.
depression.
Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician. Dr. Drew,
And that's an addiction.
board-certified physician,
Yeah,
addiction, medicine specialist.
Sing a song about that. I want to hear a song.
Yeah.
Cheer
Dr.
me
Dag, guy from McHale's Navy. Do you hear me?
You have an addiction to my bad movies.
Well, I was looking at some of them. I didn't realize some of the
A
names.
bitter Dag
Look at
in
some of
here,
these-
by the
Some
way.
of these names of these movies. Look at that.
Yeah,
Circle
look
a couple
at
for you.
Dr.
I'm
Dag.
a whore. Everyone knows.
Yeah, how to get the man's foot out of your ass.
And then
Well, that was changed to badass. They thought that would be more commercial.
I'm going to get you, sucker. You don't know that
nice.
film, Drew? That's
That's
a big
right.
cult classic.
Absolutely.
Drew's so unhip, he doesn't know that
so-
All he
movie.
knows is, tetracycline and you.
Now, here's
Now,
the
that's
thing.
a good movie.
Here's the thing about Dag. Dag, smart, talented.
super smart.
Bring it to me, baby.
Super talented,
Oh, we like it.
but troubled
No.
and plagued.
No.
Yeah.
No, he seems
No?
to-
Are you
he's just-
okay?
I'm beautiful, baby.
You doing good? Mm-hmm. You're looking good, brother.
Brought a brand new puppy today. Brand
What kind?
wonderful Greater Swiss Mountain Dog.
Is that the Pyrenees? Great Pyrenees?
No, it's a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog.
Never.
Well, that's a disease. You should,
That's just stupidity
open
on
your
my part.
ears. No,
Stupid.
Drew and Dag were arguing feverishly.
We were discussing.
when
just
I
having a
walked in,
heated discussion.
and they were wearing headphones, and they were arguing into the mic.
Well, we didn't want to hear each other because that's an addiction.
They were literally, and I swear to Christ, they were sitting 22 inches apart
Yelling at
from
each
each other,
other.
yelling into each other, into the microphone,
Dag had
wearing
decided,
headphones.
Dag had decided that addiction was not a disease, and that if some there
No,
was some
I said
type-
some addictions,
Hold on.
okay?
Hold on.
Heroin
certainly, and I
addiction
agree
is
with
a
him,
disease.
and I
Shoplifting is not a disease.
I agree.
Okay,
I
let me
agree.
say
Okay.
this.
And
First
we had to
off,
define disease, and
it's ironically the best radio I've ever heard Drew do, except for it was off the air.
Right?
Okay, that was number one. Number two, I walked into the studio, my usual 3 minutes of, I saw these two going at it, yelling at each other in the microphone, and thought somehow I had set my clock back or something. There's a show going on. Nobody looked at me. No producer Ann didn't wave me off or anything. I just stood there staring at them. They continued. I was scared to shut the door. I didn't want to make noise.
we're still yelling.
Stop.
Drew, a passionate man going against Dr.
Dr.
Dag.
Drew,
a
by the
passionate
way,
man.
I read a wonderful book I recommend it to all here present. It's
What's called
The
Addiction's Not a
Surrender.
Disease?
No, it's called The Surrender. It's by Toni Bentley, a former ballet dancer who claims she found God through anal sex. It is a wonderful.
Seriously?
Absolutely. It is
Wow.
wonderful. I passed it to every woman I know. Mom, I want the book back, please.
Well,
It's the
everyone
first
knows,
edition.
Adam, everyone knows Dag's technique with women. It's a
What is it?
Yeah.
Well, and
Engineer
It's an
Anderson
addiction.
had
It's an
a
addiction.
rolled tape on one of Dag's recent lovemaking sessions, and
Hey, wait a minute.
it was awesome. Yeah, let's-
I will give you something to smile about. There's only one thing I left out. There's only one thing I left out is this noise is usually intermittent.
that's what it's like.
but she sees God at that moment. Yes?
Well, no, not like this woman. I really. Yeah, she said she saw because she found God.
Dag is in the process of. Please.
I have to read this.
You have to read it. I'm curious to hear what you think about it because it is very interesting, but not. I don't think in the way she meant it to be.
Really, she
But it is
was
a
very serious
testament
about
of
it.
obsession, which
With the
I'm
mother.
obsessed with. No, just her acting out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Did you come across her at any point in your exploits?
No. I read a review in the New York Times Magazine, and of course I had to get it.
The New York Review of Books?
Well, magazine section, where they do every week. They have like the magazine.
The New York Review?
Oh, my
right.
God.
But
the New York, that's
Easy.
an addiction.
All right,
But I'm
listen.
mad that they would review that.
Sure.
He started it. No,
All
he
right.
came at me and he said, "I'm an addiction, and I don't. Just no means no."
I leave town for one
But you'll
day.
see God. You'll see God.
All right, Drew, quiet down.
Babies.
Yeah, let's heal babies. Let's heal babies. Let me just get a quick plug in for Dag. Working on Bewitched now?
Absolutely.
On
As
the
we
set?
speak, right around the corner. Right around the corner on the
Sony?
Culver lot.
Over at Sony
Yes,
or
the beautiful
Culver?
Culver.
Nicole Kidman.
I call her Nikki. That's what we call her. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, do you talk to her? How is she?
I do.
Is she cool?
She's wonderful. She doesn't have a big,
She weird?
And no, she sits there. She's very down to earth.
Really?
Shirley MacLaine is a hoot. She's nuts.
In Dora? Is she playing in Dora?
Michael Caine is the coolest, though. He just was
Dr. Bombay?
No, he's the father. He's,
What?
He's the dad.
Who's Dr. Bombay?
Dr. Bombay is a guy.
And Aunt Clara?
Steve. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is Kane must be Mr. Tate?
Black dude? Leroy, the black dude?
I didn't. What?
I am all minorities.
What are you in the movie, by the way?
Not to give too much away, I'm a television director. I work very closely with
To
those
vomit?
people. I tried to, but they were like, cut, hold, no, what are you doing? I think I was addicted to vomit.
So, also, you can
great
see Dag and the great Crank Yanker show on Tuesday nights at 10:30 Comedy
Hey,
Central.
what'd you do with my bad, perverse Christmas carols? Were you able to do anything?
Oh, yeah, that aired.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That was so much fun to do.
Yeah. Great rapping, great freestyle, caroling, rapping.
Just follow. No one would hang up.
Yeah.
I would go on and on. Let me throw something at you. Ba la la la, ba la la la, ba la la. Go on and on and on. They're like, I don't think I can help you, sir.
Yeah, and let me explain something too, Dag. I got to tell you something.
Come at me, man.
I hope you accept this in the spirit in which it's intended.
This is not an addiction. Act like you're talking to James Tony. All right, give me the same respect.
I'll just tell you this. There's plenty of racist people left in the country, but for every one of them, there's 500 that feel really bad about that one racist guy and will stay on the phone with you for 4 hours while you insult them because they don't want to be perceived as that guy. And all I'm saying to the black man is you got a lot of guys that are racist, and that's something you got to deal with. But there's guys that will bend over backwards to not be called racist. And I think the average guy, Drew, please be honest, you're walking down the street, white guy comes up to you, wants some change, you tell him to get a job. Black guy comes up, it's like, oh, here, sorry, brother, there you go, I'm sorry. And there is that element. So I'm saying,
depends on how they
that
look,
element.
If he looks like Wayne Brady, you're not going to, run, honey, run, it's Wayne Brady. You're not going to do that. Yeah, come on. Come on, brother.
Bob?
Hello.
Bob, you're 29.
I am 29.
What's up?
Let's see, I've been married twice, and ever since my both marriages, I have not been able to keep an erection for more than maybe 2 minutes at the most.
Wow.
Is that only with the wives, or has it always been that way for you?
I didn't lose my virginity until I was married.
So those are the only two women you've been with.
Wow.
And both of them
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And both of them you've had trouble with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually
I thought you said since. I thought you said since you were married.
No,
Was
I
it-
had 4 total partners.
But hold on, let me just be clear. You saying since you've been married or during the marriages?
During.
And now I'm involved with somebody else that I live with, and I still have the same problem.
All right, so all women you're with...
Well, describe the woman.
All right, you can't go
keep it
longer
up.
than 2 minutes.
Are you on medication? Are you on medication? Or do you have any medical problems?
I don't have any. I was in a very serious accident a few years ago, 7 years ago, actually.
What happened?
I was in a coma. I was in an ATV accident.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in a coma for 9.5 days.
Wow. Well, certainly that can affect it. Let's face it.
Hey, let me say this about the coma, though. You should have to deduct the time you would have been asleep.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
During
saying?
that coma period.
That's credit.
Yeah, like if you got 9 days, minus 8 hours, 9 times, say 45 hours, you got to deduct like 2 days. That's now you're down to 7.5. Because you would have been sleeping anyway.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
He's got 9 days in the bank.
It's only fair. I'm just saying.
Can I ask a question?
Still a tragedy, Bob.
Bobby, was there ever a time when you and the little man were in sync?
No, I was always raised like a real chaste kind of person, so I never really got the actual activity. Masturbation was wrong. So I didn't really get any practice until I was married. I don't know if I can.
So whoa. You never masturbated?
No. I was always told that that is absolutely incorrect, wrong.
We couldn't have hung in high school at all.
I recommend a sex therapist or surrogate, and I've never, ever recommended that for anyone, but it seems like he needs to just relax. And I would also ask you, describe the personality traits of these women, and I would bet that they're pretty much internally the same personality type, meaning get away from me.
You're absolutely correct.
Well,
the woman I'm with now is completely different. She's absolutely... besides being stunning and gorgeous and all of that, she is very independent. She's not like the two women. That's why I'm not, that's why I'm not with them anymore.
All right. Hey, Bob. First off, by the way, just when you're being set up on the blind date with Bob and someone works in ATV coma, it paints a small picture.
Yes.
Where you picture a guy showing up in hunting, like wearing like an orange hunting vest and drooling.
Yeah, or fishing gear.
Man. Bob, stick with this new girl.
I like her. And Bob, here's the other thing too. Are you having an orgasm in 2 minutes, or are you losing your erection in 2 minutes?
It's a little actually. What happens is I orgasm, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and it doesn't usually come back for 2 or 3 hours.
Right. Well, I got the same problem. You better hope it leaves when you're done.
Well, wait a minute. Let me tell you something, Bob. You have to go about your sexual life like you go about your career as a plumber, an astronaut. You have to put some energy into it.
Read
Make
that.
Sure they don't look at you.
You got to read that. That Cornholing for Dummies book that Dag was pushing a few hours back.
No, but I mean, come on. You got to put some energy into it.
But he orgasms in 2 minutes. He doesn't understand that he's supposed to lose his erection after orgasm. The problem is
not for 3 hours.
I know, but well,
and not when inspired. I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but
I don't want to hear about it. But the fact is, you need to figure out a way to sustain your
all right self. Okay, here's what we can say.
Encouragement.
So maybe he should be masturbating now.
I was going to say
in the room.
Bob is a little behind the curve because of his upbringing.
By the way, the only male I've ever heard of who actually was scared out of masturbating.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
I know. I met a couple of women. According to them, they never masturbated.
Yeah, women.
Except for when they only had sex in a relationship. You know what I mean?
No, that's
women,
common.
yeah.
That's very common.
That's common.
For men, it's unheard of.
Not guys.
I'm hanging out with.
I know, but it's you.
Heather?
Yeah.
Heather?
I'm sorry. No, we got to do this one. Oh, where'd he go?
Yeah.
See,
okay, true.
There was a time, Adam, when you were in control.
You got to think and then talk.
Thicker.
Heather, 20. I know.
What's this one?
All right, just quiet. Heather?
Yeah.
Love of Christ. You're 20. What's up?
Hey, what's the best way to get help for smoking weed?
You've been smoking how long?
7 years.
All right, look, you got to go to
7
Marijuana
years.
Anonymous. You can call local AA, MA. You go to the meetings, you will find dozens of people just like yourself, because marijuana affects essentially all people the same way when it is addictive. It's not addictive for everybody.
Badly.
It's usually, there's a priming effect, and usually the second or third exposure, after first thinking it's an okay drug, no big deal, the third exposure, people will have this amazing euphoria, like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever happened to me. And they will be preoccupied about it from there forward. Every single day they'll be thinking about it, and most days using.
But why is it when you hang out with people who smoke a lot of reefer, it seems like they're on 16 RPM? And everybody else
because there is a dysfunction in the frontal lobes and the amygdala.
How long have you been smoking marijuana?
Myself?
Yes.
Because I'm on 8, 16.
Hey, Heather.
Please get some help.
Yeah.
Heather?
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing? You're 20 years old. You going to school?
No, I'm actually working. I want to go to school for psychology, actually. next
Well,
year.
you cannot be a psychologist and addicted to marijuana. It's
What
not.
about the therapist who said she was a hooker in her part-time?
Yeah, that
I
was-
wanted to meet her.
that was
Yeah,
bizarre.
sounded foxy.
But remember, she was taking care of autistic kids.
I have no problem, Dr. Drew. Hold on, I'm with a patient right now, a customer right now.
Look, I'm telling you,
That was a little wild,
anything
Nicholas.
with kids is a cop-out. Writing kids' books, kids' psychologists, anything
more
that's...
kids' books.
What's a 6-year-old going to do? Call you on your ass? You give them some clay, you tell them to work with it for 45 minutes, you're done. You write a kid's book. It's like hop on. Dr. Seuss, genius for hop on pop.
It's
Hop
one
on
word
pop.
a page. We could all write a kid's book right here by midnight.
Hey, you want to eat some green eggs and ham? No. How about on a train? No. How about on a plane? No. How about on Fox? No. How about a bike? Genius! Genius, I tell you.
The end.
Oh, what a
Yes.
genius he was.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey,
Heather, are you in a relationship? What's going on?
I don't want to talk to her anymore.
She's stoned. She's done.
Wow.
But she's got to get some
I'm
help.
angry.
You know
Dave.
what?
David, I'm angry.
You know what? Well,
I'm
you
mad.
process that because
I
I
can't.
remember. Call me Knucklehead Johnson.
You're
but I
Knucklehead
remember
Johnson.
when I came in here a few years ago and I saw two young gentlemen who
Word.
were energized by disease,
Now we're
who wanted to help some
Wanted to help.
babies.
Jaded
But
and
now,
spoiled.
when I come in the room, here's what I hear: wee 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 wee. Hi, Dr. Drew. My hand just fell off. Well, so what? Next caller. You get
Yeah.
involved. Look at me, eyes front.
Don't look
Let's
at me.
focus in.
Don't look
You
at me.
take that call.
You're scaring me now.
You take that call and you give them the energy that you give the 837 other people you're trying to get book deals, movies,
Yep.
Dr. Drew's underwear with. You put it in the
underwear.
patients.
Anywhere.
Next caller, let's
Here
save
we
some
go.
babies.
Dag's ready to rock. Jordan,
Yeah?
you're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
Adam?
Yeah.
I just want to say that you are so sexy.
Yeah.
But I actually had a question. And it was, is it normal to come in your sleep?
Yes,
It's normal.
Yes, it is.
For you,
Males do that routinely. Women often will do that, but men, if they don't masturbate, will always do that.
Nocturnal emission.
God
really?
will. Men have stuff that accumulates that has to come out, and women can sort of build up a little bit too.
Women have stuff that has to come out, but usually it's through the mouth, verbally. And
Yeah.
You're not listening to me. I just feel like are you sleeping?
Yeah, they have
I
dreams.
just want. Wait a minute. I was. I just feel like I was gonna. You know what I mean? Like when I tell you that, you just like look and you're like staring at you. Look at me in my eyes.
Yeah.
stuff like that. Now, why did you ask the question? Is this happening to you?
It happened like once this past weekend, so I was wondering if it was normal.
Is there a dream or something, or did you just
Yeah.
wake up and...
It was a dream, and then I woke up, and it was
Wow.
What were we dreaming about?
Adam Carolla.
To tell you the truth, I don't really remember, but I just remember having it.
A guy with no face.
Yeah.
The usual thing.
I wasn't with the guy. I think I was just with myself.
Beautiful.
And then I woke up and it.
No, wait. You had a dream you were with a guy, though, right?
No, I had a dream that I was getting myself.
Women
really?
don't waste their time with partners.
Oh, my God. Mr. Woman Expert
You
here.
know, women's sexual dreams are great because it's like, who were you humping? I don't know. I never saw his face.
Faceless guy.
Really? You asked a guy, like, who were you? Marcia?
Claudia Schiffer.
Well, where do you... From the office? Really? Well, no, I was giving it to her and a temp. The new temp. Or we're in my parking lot, up against dumpster. Like guys over there, fuzzy face, couldn't tell, not even sure what the sexuality of the creature was. You know, I think women make love to like like Marilyn Manson video kind of thing, like androgynous, sort of what aliens are like they don't wear clothes, but they
make
don't
love
have
to fog.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
How come, by the way,
They love the feelings.
Yes, they do.
how come, magically, every alien who doesn't wear clothes doesn't have genitalia either, and then the ones that do wear clothes have assumingly have genitalia. Like once in a while, there's that big heads and no genitalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, no,
I got a book about aliens.
Oh, do you?
is that the same one with the
Jimmy's?
same thing as the rectal love one?
It's true. It's called Jimmy's from Outer Space.
Yeah. Dag in studio tonight. By the way,
Can we? Do you have a dimmer up in here, man?
you want to get some lights?
More light?
No, can we dim it
Yeah.
down?
Want to bring it down a little?
All
All right.
An interrogation. Can we get some music? There we go. Oh, yes, Dr. Drew. What was that? Okay. All right. Crying is an addiction. Look at me. Ooh.
That's for you. Now take that.
Had a little satellite hit and scared the crap out of Dag.
Boy, that is scary.
All right, we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, we just
Let's save some baby!
we just reset Dag. It's good.
All right.
You rebooted Dagaroni.
Let me tell you something. I just got back from New York.
So what'd you do in New York, man?
Had a little meeting, radio meetings. You know what I'm saying?
Well, tell me about it. I'm really interested.
I'll tell you off the air.
Do you have like a nocturnal radio mission you want to tell us? Well, what happened in New York?
Well,
Some big stuff's being planned?
Couple things. Well, you never know. And I'm not just being coy, but yeah, let me tell you something. Half this town is just meetings about meetings you're going to have later.
Yes.
You really have meetings? Like, here's how the meeting goes. I'm glad you could join us for this. I'm glad you could join us for this meeting. I'd like to really cut through the crap and start talking about when we can plan our next meeting and what we might talk about in that meeting. How's midweek in December? Good. Is good for you, like middle of December? Can you meet then? What we'll do, we'll talk about having a meeting. All right? In that meeting, we're going to talk about our next meeting, all right?
Right.
All right, you cool?
Yeah.
All right, so you cool to meet? Fantastic. It was great meeting you, by the way. We'll be meeting again and having another meeting about a meeting in about 3 weeks, all right?
Can't wait.
Well, then, schedule.
That'll be very productive.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but early in the year, somewhere around January, maybe the first or second week in January, we'll plan our third meeting about a meeting.
That sounds excellent.
And eventually, it'll just turn into a string of meetings.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's what this
Hey, what'd you
business
guys
is.
go as for Halloween?
All right. We got Drew won as a black man. We got to take a break. I told him it's distasteful.
Ooh. Ooh, boy.
Oh, let me tell you something that's going on lately. Smelling a lot of burps lately.
Yours?
Mine,
Oh, you
other
dropped a couple on
people's,
me.
everybody's, everyone's smelled.
No, last week, I swear to God, I almost
Finding it, I would rather get peed on than smell a guy's belt. I'm just at the point where I'm used to a guy's ass at this point. Like
Okay,
it's
stop right
No,
Next
seriously.
caller!
Seriously.
That is an
delicate
addiction.
sensibilities have been violated.
Ass fumes are an addiction.
Oh,
That's
The point is I'm over the ass, and now I'm being nauseated by the
And
belt.
that the whole vomititious quality is really
Right.
just a little much.
Right.
A little much.
All right.
Or flatulence, oral flatulence is what they call
Yes.
it.
He dropped some on me last week.
Yeah.
It's very
What have you
unfair.
been eating, man?
Unfair.
Let's,
Pate,
garlic.
cheese,
Garlic.
and what?
Yeah, a lot of garlic will do it.
Merlot.
Let's
yogurt.
let's take a little break. David Alan Grier.
I don't want to take any breaks. I'm here to hear. Next caller,
Known as
Wendy,
my
you're
main
13. Go.
He's
what
in
happened?
studio tonight. He's working hard. He's
Linda
gonna
and
confront
Lena,
Dr. Drew during the break.
Come at me, Dr. Drew.
We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You took me out the mix.
Yeah. Dag in the hizzy tonight.
Absolutely.
David Alan Grier, otherwise known as my main man. He's eating himself a ice cream bar.
I stole it from the freezer.
I tell you, we
do you
got a
think
bunch
it
of these
tastes like?
Haagen-Dazs bars floating around here.
Yeah,
I will tell you, gentlemen, in my vicinity, I'm a little lactose intolerant.
That should be great. I like the way
Got
you,
about an hour and a half.
I like the way you smelt. Nice. Well done.
There we go.
What happened to the hour and a half?
Well,
that was
I'm
a
gassing
second
up.
and a half.
Black man's pain is a white man's burden. But hey, let's save some babies. You know what? Why don't you ever play my version, my operatic version of Germany or Florida? I put
Yeah,
so
that's a
much
good
into
question.
it, and you dog me out. You know, when out of sight, out of mind.
Well, no, we got to be honest. We didn't like it.
Things
No,
are
we-
sick and twisted from too
like
much
this.
fun and Nazis, sex with and death fetishes. Both of them have got these. Guaranteed not to bore you. Germany or
He's
Florida.
gonna vomit
I've
out.
seen this
He's
guy.
gonna make
He's,
some
you know
bad.
where he is? He's in the alleyway behind the Kimmel Show every night.
Yeah.
Hey, David Alan Grier, will you sign my roll of toilet paper and stuff?
Yeah.
Hey, don't get in your car.
Oh, Florida.
This is our number 2.
Who is this?
Tori Amos?
No,
Yes.
not Tori Amos. Who's the other chick? Michelle Branch?
You know, we got somebody like that to do
Michelle
one too.
She-
In Florida.
Pink.
I think Pink may have done one too.
Her body is bad.
Yeah. All right, now let's.
Germany or Florida.
Stop now. Stop. Okay, please.
All right.
What's your...
All right.
Florida.
And by the way, I
Andy Dick?
heard the
Andy
Andy Dick radio.
vagina is bleeding. bleeding.
All right, I want to start a write-in campaign. He's got to be stopped. Really, I don't want to hear anymore. I really,
You don't go in the Whole Foods.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anymore.
My vagina is bleeding. Not funny.
I don't want to hear.
Well, Adam was funny at the end there. No,
I gotta say, I gotta say something too. We need to play Germany or Florida tonight.
Yeah.
We need to hear Dag's theme song. We need to play Ace's Ranchero Mexican accordion countdown with Dag as well. There's a lot of business to get to, a lot of important business to get to tonight.
Chris?
Not only that, but
let's
helping
heal
the
this
kids.
country, the red and the blue. Let's heal it up. Come on.
All right, now listen, Drew. Do me a favor, just.
I would like to take some calls.
All right, let's take some
What?
calls.
What?
Let's take some calls.
My vagina is bleeding.
Stop.
I'm just saying, all that is ahead for tonight. But Drew, we're gonna have to cue it up, work it out during the commercial. Don't look at Chris and tell him to cue the Ranchero music.
Annis has got it.
Brian or Bryn,
Yes.
you're 18.
Yes.
What's happening?
Well, lately, and this hasn't been for the entire time, but I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year now. And lately, when we've been having sex, I'll just sort of go dry during the middle of it.
How many minutes into it do you go dry?
Maybe about 10 or 15.
That's about as long as most women can handle. Most, not all. Some like longer, but some women after about 10 minutes it just becomes ouch and get it over with.
Right.
Not
Some
ouch
women
and get it over with.
Some women, a lot of women.
Normally, it hasn't been a problem until just recently, and because it's not that I'm not excited, and I mean I'm just as turned on as I normally am, and for some reason I'm just not. It's just not communicating between my brain and...
Use some lubricant.
Yeah, use some lube. I think...
Wait a minute. Why'd you say, Why?
Why is that a problem?
Well, why? Yeah, I want to know.
I just don't really like the feeling of something that's not natural.
Have you tried it?
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
What have you tried?
Hold on. What have you tried?
I tried that KY warm stuff. And
keep trying.
The regular kind, too, I think.
How about, have you tried Wet, the original formula?
Wet?
No, I've never seen that anywhere.
Well, there are a lot of products out there. You got to keep trying until you find something. You make friends with it. You have to stop thinking that all of it is going to come from your body. It's all good.
Still, though, I would bet that there's something going on here more than you're really sort of admitting to yourself, even that there's maybe the timing of all this is not right for you. That it's not sort of moving along in a way that works for you, and you need to sort of focus on what you need. It's just women get very focused on the male and sort of leave themselves behind in it.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Very often.
Can I ask you a question really quick, just to get up? Do you have a vagina? Because you act like you know a lot about it.
Vagina.
Do you have breasts? Dr. Drew, do you have a clitoris? I don't think so.
Well, as a matter of fact.
So stop telling her.
Hold on, Dag.
She hasn't. No, I have had it, Adam. You know, a lot of time women's breasts feel like this. A lot of time. Do you have breasts? Yes or no?
I have breasts, yes.
Do you have a vagina?
Well, as a matter of fact.
Well, let me explain. Something.
Adam, he won't answer.
Who knows what goes on in the old vagina?
He's addicted to lying.
Dag, please.
You do not have a Twinkie hole,
Please listen to me. And
I didn't come here for Twinkie hole, baby.
And I know you just ate the Haagen-Dazs bar, and I don't want you to get sick. But let me explain a procedure Dr. Drew underwent some years ago.
My clitoris removed?
They took his penis.
No, my clitoris.
No. Would you shut up, Drew? Just shut up, please.
The joke killer.
Thank you. They took his penis and they splayed it. They actually made a cut long ways on it, and they opened it up. Okay.
Adam,
so you could see the urethra. And what they did is they took
a girl named Urethra.
They took the head of the penis and they shaved it down and they moved it open. They opened it up, and the right side of the penis became the labia majora. And his anus became the labia minor. All right. They need a blood supply for it. And what they'll often do is a skin graft from the buttocks and thigh. Now they will use
coming
good.
out of my
They'll use good skin cells from a cadaver, oftentimes, to reconstruct the vulva. It basically looked like someone, for the first 6 months, looked like someone put an M80 in a watermelon. I mean, it was not an attractive.
Now you're turning
looking.
me on. Now you're turning me
The
on.
pus, the constant bleeding.
But he felt like he was a woman inside. So
He did, and he was let out. All right.
Stuck in a man's body.
All right. Now, where the hell were we? Yeah, Bran. Oh, yes. So, Bran.
You were saying something about how a lot of times the woman focuses more on the man.
Yeah, and they don't really pay attention to sort of what their rhythm and what their needs are in those. I'm just, maybe it's not you, but that does happen an awful lot.
Okay, so do you think that I should suggest something to him maybe about that?
Well, no, just pay attention to what your needs are, and to make sure you're paying attention to yourself during this interaction. If it is kind of going too long for your body, or you're not sort of peaking at a certain time, you got to sort of just pay attention.
Well, something has changed, and I think she's concerned. And hold on,
maybe you're affecting, maybe your feelings about this relationship has changed.
Yes, I would like to focus on this for a moment. The fact is, everything's going along smoothly, and then all of a sudden it dries up. You think you're turned on. Your vagina begs to differ.
Right, your body.
How long have you been with him?
That's a good name for a song.
I've been with him for a year, December 2nd.
And is everything going along as good as it could go?
Well, maybe not as good as it could go, but what relationship does?
What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Well, I mean, just we're both going to different schools, so there's a little bit of a time problem. We used to see each other a lot more, so maybe it's a communication thing, but honestly, I do feel just as turned on as I normally do, and
where's he going to school, and where are you going to school?
He's going to Front Range, and I'm going to a school that's about an hour away.
Oh, he's out in Front Range.
And she's going to junior college.
He's going to Front Range, and she's going to back door. Hey, now, look out!
Look out!
Enjoy your headliner.
Can you believe CBS didn't pick him up?
Are you seeing other people, or is he seeing other people?
No.
You sure?
Right. Really?
You sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
All right. I believe you. Here's what happens. Sometimes your vagina starts closing up shop before you actually leave.
Right. Your body it tells the story before your brain.
We're not communicating. He's moved. We've drifted apart a little bit, and the vagina says, "Look, if you're not going to end this relationship, I'm out."
Right. It's kind of like when you're at the post office, right, Adam? You're still in line.
Right.
The guy, they're closing the gate. But you haven't made it to the window yet.
That's right.
You got to buy a book of stamps.
That's right.
They're already dimming the lights, clicking it down. Employees are leaving. Oh, we got you. But we're not really closed yet.
He's just as excited about buying those stamps.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. But it kind of changes when there's a gate on the door and the lights are at half mast and they're going, please bring your envelopes to the front desk, number 1.
I, by the way, think it's a great sign that I have not been to a post office in at least 8 years.
I have.
And by the way, you want to know how your life is going? See how many times you actually go into the post office, because that's bad.
Well, I don't go to the post office. I go to my mail drop. How's that?
All right, better.
My mail drop.
Now you get mail.
That's a gay bar that David frequents, by the way.
Drop, yes.
Welcome to the mail drop.
Don't look at me.
Your lubricants will always be lubricated. Next caller.
All right,
Dr. Drew.
No,
don't you think?
What?
No, why? I'm not picking on you.
Oh,
You ask a question, isn't that? I mean, you're supposed to ask questions, right? We're not all automatons.
We're not.
Sometimes, Twinkie holes, they got their own mind. Sometimes these women, I think, especially younger women, they think it's like a machine. It's supposed to happen the same way every time, every day, everything. Something changes.
Well, yes, there's some of that, and also that. Women buy the BS that's in the culture, and they want to be something different than they are, and they go into sort of denial about what they're experiencing because it's not like it says in Cosmo.
Right.
And that's not how the body works. So.
But then when you get with that right person, that inspired
magically
person,
it works.
It works better and in ways you've never experienced. Well, not you, because anything that deviates from the missionary position, you're diseased. You're addicted.
Oh, he doesn't know me.
No. Drew's a man of exquisite passion.
Well, not to his callers. One girl says, I like my boyfriend to suck my toes. It's like, which uncle banged you? Please tell me what happened in your youth.
No, he keeps his passion locked.
Really?
In a trunk and chain. But if it ever escapes, it will go on a rampage, a passion rampage.
Can I ask you something here?
Please.
Sherman through the South.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on with the oral sex? You don't really like oral sex or what?
Me?
Yeah.
That's part of the passion thing.
He doesn't
like it too much?
Explain, Adam, please.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to discuss these things. Very embarrassing.
Okay, let me explain something. He is like
his eyes closed.
He's like a bear that breaks into a station wagon, and you're trying to explain to the bear, look, why don't you eat some salad? Eat some salad. Eat some salad. Oh, how about a dinner roll? How about a roll? No, I know you want the meat. I know.
No, the BJ is the salad and the meatloaf.
Oh, no, me no want the
It's not the meatloaf.
Well, the
why you
the
talk
salad
to
and
each
the
other? Talk to Bear. Talk to me,
Here's
Bear.
what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, Black Bear. What I'm saying.
Brown Bear.
I mean, Brown
Very dark Brown Bear.
Sorry.
Where's the beef?
All I'm saying is he doesn't want any croutons. He doesn't want any breakfast bars.
I don't want the croissant.
He doesn't want any bagels or
I don't want the
muffins.
business.
He's
I
going
want
right for the
for
pot
the-
roast
Now, why?
because he's a passionate man.
Why?
You think you would think
You have
that-
all night. Why not enjoy all things?
Yeah, why not, Drew?
I actually think you get your
What? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
radio.
Go ahead.
But I actually
It's
think
not.
that you,
Why
how
stop
you
now?
are raised and the traumas you go through growing up sets your what I call the autonomic tone. Wait, don't shake. Listen to what I'm saying before you shake your head.
Come on, Dad.
That you either become, listen to me, you either become sympathetically dominated, in which you're sort of hyperactive and hypervigilant and things got to go fast for you, or you're like Carolla, where the clutch is always in and the parasympathetic system is dominant, and you can be like the ninja, take it or leave it, whatever, take your time. I believe that's right.
Let me tell you something.
It's the
I
same
thought
reason
I knew a lot of things.
And then
until
then
I
you got
realized
that book that took you
until I realized that I didn't know. Okay, the vast majority of women in America, oral sex is last ditch.
for
It's done under duress.
what? That they do it to men?
Absolutely, it's done because the 97% of women think good lovemaking is allowing you to have sex with them. So if you really got with a woman who said, who was expert at this particular technique
the
and
fellatio.
determined and got great joy and passion out of it, that's going to change your mind. And I'm willing to
It'll
bet,
move it up the scale.
I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet that you probably haven't recently been with that woman.
You're talking about.
I've been
I'm just saying,
whenever I'm on the road, you know.
No. I mean, am I right or wrong? I'm not saying this may not be the best woman for you, but it's a very rare occurrence.
I think
it's only happened a couple times in my life in which I've encountered that woman that was, this must be done.
Which Wayne's sister was it?
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
All right, let's take a break. Dag here tonight.
We saving babies.
Filled with zest and verve. A lot of notions. A lot of retarded notions. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew.
And I'm David Alan Grier. We're here to save the babies on Loveline, where we take calls from young people who have sexual dysfunctions or just relationship problems. Let's take a call there.
Shannon, Dag explaining his very retarded BJ theory to Dr. Drew and I as we urinated during the break.
Why did you pee? You didn't pee.
Oh, I was trying to make a point.
I feel sort of slighted by that.
What's up, Dag? Didn't you have to go wee-wee?
No, I had to make my point. Let's save some babies. Next caller.
All right. And then we're going to play Aces, a Ranchero, Mexican accordion countdown.
And no chewing in the mics. Please.
Right, thank you. Shannon?
Hi.
22? What's up?
I'm just wondering if there's maybe something psychologically wrong with me.
Yes.
Ever since I can remember, I've been having to get completely naked when I go number 2.
No, interesting.
And I don't understand why.
Is there anything else we need to know about you? Or are you on any medication?
The only thing I'm taking is birth control.
And do you have to take your top and bra off as well?
Yes. I've been doing it since I've been going to the restroom.
Right. And do you have relationships normally? Are you able to be stable in relationships?
Yes, I've been in a relationship for about 6 years now.
Boy or girl?
Guy.
The guy. And that relationship's going
Can I
okay?
get in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
So say you and I are at dinner. You have to go number 2. We're in a restaurant.
We should probably doesn't go in public places.
Well, hold on.
You're a lot.
Yeah. So I'm saying that
on.
when you go to the restroom, you have to take off all of your clothes, get in the stall before you can do your business.
Yes.
Airport, on the airplane?
Yes, I feel extremely uncomfortable if I do not do it.
All right.
So you've literally been on an airplane, shoes off, socks off, bra off, everything off.
Mm-hmm.
Totally naked. And what about the filthy bathroom floor, by the way, at the airport?
Ugh.
I try
tile?
to keep my feet lifted from the ground.
Well, how do you feel?
Although,
if
wait
you
a second.
can't? Well, hold on.
Women's bathroom floor, I imagine, you could eat off of compared to the muck in the men's bathroom. It's wading through a mire of semen.
Don't make him vomit again.
And
my body shuts
bloody
down.
fecal matter.
I'm okay.
Guys at the airport, and by the way, I have this theory. I was just at the airport. Guys do world-class damage at the airport, and I believe that there's a feeling of, this is not my city, this is not my state, this is not my country. I've saved up a world-class dump for 2 years so I can come to L.A. and just destroy the place.
How about those that feel like, hey, I feel like some graffiti and I don't have paint?
Yeah, yeah. There's that guy,
guys
too.
do vomit in the bathroom.
But I mean, I don't think guys want to duke on the plane, and I think it's like, I'm flying to Sydney. That's 13 hours, so I'm going to sit at LAX and I'm going to do some world-class work. And by the way, it's not co-workers that are at the sink. It's a bunch of Taiwanese businessmen I'll never see again. So I'm going sick.
And it smells
I'm
like
going
soy
all out.
sauce.
Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm letting it all fly, letting it all hang out.
All right, wait, let's focus in, Adam. Let's save some babies. Now, wait a minute.
It's time for some music.
Wait a minute. I have to ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay, if by chance you are not able to take off all of your clothes, how do you feel inside when you have to do your business, yet for some reason, you can't take off all your clothes?
If I'm in a situation where there's another person that comes into the restroom while I'm in there, I completely stop and I don't move and I don't make any noise.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like would you feel dirty? Would you feel anxiety? What would you feel emotionally
Describe
inside?
the feeling.
Yeah,
Describe the feeling. Fear?
I kind of cringe at that.
Well, sounds like somebody beat the crap out of her during potty training, basically. I mean, somebody really nailed her.
Well, the only thing I can remember from being potty trained was my brother telling me there was a rabbit down the toilet, and he was going to bite my butt off if I sat on
Everybody
it.
gets told that.
That's the only thing I can remember. I don't. I don't think I've been molested. I haven't.
No. But I think there was some. With kids when they're being potty trained, will sometimes throw all their clothes off in order to go to the bathroom and things. They just sort of can't differentiate throwing the pants down versus just taking everything off to be able to go to the bathroom. And you, for whatever reason, got stuck in that stage of development. That it's a behavior that's attached to the trauma that occurred around the potty training. And here's where I agree with Dag on this one. You can go ahead and get over that.
Go ahead.
You can go ahead. You can desensitize
by the way,
yourself
with your
to that.
funkitude. Just get over it. And by the way, let me tell you how healthy I am emotionally. I put stuff on to crap.
There you go.
And
I actually will put layers on to take a dude.
And if you can.
Dead of summer, dog days, middle of August.
I got a book.
Tucson, middle of August. Yeah. I'll go ahead and put a beanie and a vest. A down vest on to take a duke.
Dude,
I'm really at the point where I barely drop my pants.
There was a bucket in the middle of a crowded room, and I had to go bad enough. I just have to drop.
You know Adam's history, don't you? You know Adam's history.
I don't want to talk about the incident. Stop it. Stop. Let's focus on the caller.
That way.
Let's focus on the caller.
Popcorn
I don't want to talk about it.
Decorative.
No one had to live that way.
That's my point.
He was acting out.
I had to do what I had to do.
No, you didn't. You could have gone to the car and you could have gone to a gas station or something.
Or you could have gone out in the yard. Could have
listen, when I was in high school, my body was shut down. It was timed. I went in the morning at home. I went in the evening at home.
I don't want to hear about
I had
this.
no desire during the day.
I do agree with you. There are certain behaviors that you can just go ahead and get over, and this is one of those.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel free, everybody.
I'm sure, like some parents said, it's dirty. That's dirty.
I was probably even more than that. They probably really worked her at that stage.
All right.
Let's take a break because I'm going to come back.
We
and
just
do
came back. Can
I
we
want to
save
come back
some lives
and do
here?
some accordion countdown. I'm really missing that.
You guys
This
are
is a
so
huge
weak.
game.
There are kids out there that need us, and you take your job of rescuing so lackadaisically.
You told me
I'm
not to be
glad
so
you're not-
compulsed about rescuing.
Yeah, well, I'm
trying
glad
to get
you're
over
not
that,
in a
Dag.
rush.
I'm trying.
You know, hey, let's get okay to tomorrow. Take a break. Our boys over there aren't listening to you.
That's right. That's right,
Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the
Dag
country
doing a
heroes,
little,
hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders of the West. Hail!
All right, let's take a quick break, and all hail. Dag, my main man, in studio tonight. We'll come back
you know
with
the
that.
Yale songs, don't you?
Quiet, Drew. Come back. Don't lead him into a
Yeah,
fight
you're right.
song trilogy seconds
Well, I
before we
thought
go to
we'd
break.
go out to that, so.
No, here's the deal. We're gonna play Aces, Ranchero, Mexican accordion countdown, and maybe old Germany or Florida
I should have covered my mouth. Sorry, Dr.
after this.
I like a girl with a big butt, but fruit in the middle. It's juicy, it's sweet, cause it's fruit, and in the middle. Shaka-daka.
Okay, so I know there's nothing.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. David Alan Grier, otherwise known as Dag, otherwise known as Dagaroni, otherwise known as my main man, in studio tonight.
Have you been boxing, Adam? I haven't seen you over there.
Yeah.
Throwing hands with Mr. T. Yes, right.
Dag and I go to the same gym.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and the problem is the trainer calls him David, and I never know who that is. I was like,
David, man, jab, sticky jab. And, I want to go to buddy. Whoop, you see, I got you. Oh, he hurt now. Anyway, man, I was talking to Adam. Jab, body, healing.
It calls him David. I don't know if anyone calls him David, or maybe I'm the only one that doesn't call him David, but it never registers. David is a Jewish producer. It's
Absolutely.
Not,
I'm
it's not funny man Dagaroni. All right, now it's time to play a little Aces Ranchero Mexican accordion countdown. As you know, I love Ranchero music, and I love the accordion, and it's really a music that's driven by the accordion, so much so that you rarely go 5 seconds without hearing it. And you would think that if you just went to the middle of a random Ranchero song that you might not hear it for a couple of beats, but
Even a minute or so,
oftentimes
refrain
no.
or something.
And there's no law that says it must have an accordion in it, although I
seems
got
to
to
be a
look
law of
into
nature
that. Yeah.
sometimes.
So Drew does well at this game. I've done pretty good over the last few weeks at it. Dag has not played.
Let's break it down.
Here's what we do. We have engineer Chris, who has a Ranchero song.
One of his favorites.
It is queued up to a random point in a random song. It's not the beginning of the song. It's a song we've never heard before, or maybe we've heard it a million times. You never know with that music. It is so goddamn bad. All right. So, when does the accordion music come in?
How long, Dag?
How long, Dag?
You were going to say amount of seconds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or minutes.
From the time that
From the time we fire it up.
Adam?
Mm-hmm.
The accordion music is going to start 7.5 seconds. That's my final answer.
7.5.
7.5
We don't usually
seconds.
break it down into tenths, but that's
Well,
fine.
And I'm dead on.
Drew, what do you think?
Instant.
What do you think? Going instant. Instant.
Immediate.
All right, I'm going up, but it's unfair for me just to go 8 and go last every
Yeah.
time. So I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go 13 seconds.
Crazy,
Now,
bro.
now Drew's got 0. Drew's instant.
Okay.
All right, now engineer Chris, don't hit it until I cue you, because we got to look at the clock and get us at a even number here. So Drew, when the clock gets to it'll go right
Top
to
of the hour, yeah.
11:03.
She just killed herself.
Three,
Let's play the game.
2, 1, go.
Oh.
2.5 seconds.
So technically, who's closer?
No.
Well, Drew, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Wow, this has a lot of accordion music, even for ranchero music. You know this song?
Yeah, I like it, man.
It's a great one.
This Los Caballeros de Barra de Navidad.
Yeah.
El Grupo.
You drive around L.A., you see all the billboards for the crazy... Hey, Engineer Chris, Anderson told you to turn the music down. I think not our mics down. Maybe that was confusion.
Wow.
I don't.
He was overcome by
Were you
music.
talking about that,
No,
Anderson?
he was into it.
Here's the thing. You play soft up there.
Caller number 3.
You drive around L.A. They have all the billboards for the Spanish language stations. Guys crazed, look in their eyes, wearing Viking helmets and like chicks with their tops being ripped off with stilettos. Guys, just I thought I knew the culture.
Loco Ricky.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah. All right, so Dag, I'm sorry, baby doll. You came in second. I came in third because Drew went instant, and that was about 2.5.
Well, you know why he won? Because this is a form of gambling, and he's an addict. Let's take a caller.
All right, you're right. All right, we'll play again later on in the evening, and also
you're very angry, aren't you, Doctor?
Also, we'll play a little Germany or Florida before the night is out. Reed,
Yo, what's up?
17. What's up?
Well, the problem is me and my girlfriend have been together for like 3 years, and we started having sex like a year and a half into it, and we always came at the same time, but now I kind of finish first and fade out before she's done.
Well, she stopped faking, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're in for some other surprises, too.
People
I don't like when you do that.
It's very rare to have spontaneous, simultaneous.
Let me tell you how easily that's pulled off, Dag. I'm going to be the dude.
Oh, my God.
Shall I do it live or what?
You be the chick. You be the chick.
What's up?
What are you doing? Ow.
I'm getting close.
Ow.
I'm getting close.
Stop.
I'm getting close.
I can't even. I'm
getting close.
Oh, jeez. I wish he'd stop.
I got one in the chamber.
Oh, here I go. Here I
go. Did you come? Did you come?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's finish off the rest of that 6-footer.
6-footer.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, you don't want to have an orgasm together. That does rarely happens.
No. Hey, Reed.
He's 17.
All right.
No.
Well, look, you synced it up fine.
I gotta say, you guys are the greatest too. I've been listening to you since
Thanks.
6th grade. So even though, thanks a lot.
All right, Reed.
Dude, I had a girlfriend that said, it's weird. Like after we make love, our heart, like our breathing, is the same. But she never knew. I'd be sitting there like going, all right, let me. Wait, I'm gonna catch her on the rebound. Wait. Let's go to Chris. He's the judge.
Yeah, all right.
I want to save some babies.
All right, well, let's talk to James, who's 23. James? James, 23. All right, let's talk to Krista, who's 17. Krista.
Hi.
What's happening?
Hi, Krista.
Hi. I wanted to say that my favorite shows are when Dag is on or when you guys have no guests.
Yeah.
Thank you, Krista.
Dag or nothing. There isn't even a second place.
My vagina is bleeding.
Oh, yeah. What about David? Yeah, what about Andy Dick, though?
She wants Dag or nothing at all on her radio. She likes Dag. D for delightful. A for autonomous. G for good spells.
Yeah.
That's for you, honey.
My favorite Dag song is when he's like going, oh, yeah, give it to me. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Yeah. Don't look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah, don't look at me.
There it is.
Look at me. I will give you something. What you missed is the beginning. It's like,
well,
the beginning it starts. Hold up, it starts like,
yeah.
Hey.
Krista, what's the beginning?
Hey,
it's the beginning.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, baby, you sleep? No, I just you want to do something? You tired? All right, you mind if I take my bombs off? Just get loose. All right, then. Can I get a hug? Can I get? Sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I just. Wait. Hold on. Don't. Wait. No. Stop. Don't put. Don't you look. Okay. All right. Yes. So you missed the beginning part. It's the foreplay that really makes it out.
It's you waking her up.
There's even another piece of comedy, though. Krista thinks that's a song. That's your favorite song.
I love Krista's young.
Krista, it's not a song.
All right, okay. I know, but everything.
Here's a song.
Is a little bit of a
Here's
song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on.
Krista. When I think of you, I see ice cream. You know, that's a song.
I was thinking about one of those cheers.
It's like a little plop here, a little skeet there. Ski everywhere. Everybody skeets. That's how you do your threesomes with me.
No, you were thinking of Kaz-Tech.
Kaz-Tech High.
S-O-C-K-I-T. Soccer to me. Baby, my head's aching, my brows too tight. My hips shaking from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kaz-Tech. Take no time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't do the rest. Y'all won the game. Now you think they're hot, but we'll win the fight in the parking lot. Let's go. Let's go. It's on the roof. 100 proof. 3, 4, 5. Kaz-Tech don't take no job. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, baby. We're going to win. Cheer, baby. That's a cheer. Change him. Yes.
So, Krista,
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Dag on dag tonight.
Krista, yeah.
Woo!
All right, Krista.
Stuff here.
What's your question, baby doll?
I originally had a different question, but I realized I have something more important. So this is a medical thing. I recently just had my second pap smear, and
Yes, go right ahead.
or pap scrape, as I want to refer to it, because it's awful. But and I got a letter in the mail saying that they want to follow up because it says there's anti-something cells. I don't know, and it says I might have borderline uncertainty about human papillomavirus.
Right. Are you sexually active?
Yes.
Yeah, so you may have contracted the wart virus, which is very, very common. And as a result, you're at some added risk for cervical cancer. So they do extra screening on you.
Yeah, it's papilloma, by the way. Papillonia is one of Prince's backup singers.
Absolutely. And she had a wonderful solo career.
She really did.
Albeit short.
She found Jesus Christ. All right. Hey, Krista. So do what the doctor says.
Yeah, get back in there.
You'll probably be fine, but you don't want to ignore it.
These are very common problems, and it just requires extra screening, really.
Okay.
But Krista, if you want to stay a fan of mine, keep knocking boots, honey.
You know that we live on the eve of vaccines for the wart virus. They were both Pfizer and Merck have products that are in the final phases of research, and certainly within 5 years, the entire sort of under 30 population of this country is going to be vaccinated against the wart virus.
It's funny that Bush never really talked about that in his platform speech.
Yeah, it's going to happen with or without.
I'm staying for. Gonna keep staying for.
Those of you with the warts, though, will still remain.
Remain, but you won't be able to won't have to transmit them to other people. So.
All right, let's.
I want to talk to William over here. He's been on hold for 66 minutes, wanting to talk to Dag. William.
Hey, Adam. I just want to say you're one of the hottest guys on the face of the planet.
Thank you. You're virgin, are you, William?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
16.
I'm 16.
It does not say he's a virgin.
Just hear it.
It's just you can always hear it in that voice.
How's the guy stand? Like the day after William gets tightened up, isn't that voice going to drop like, hey, what's up, man?
Oh, yeah.
No, this is William, and, I just want to call and
He'll
say,
sound black, yes,
what's up?
No,
everything is lovely now.
Yeah, no, you go from Ernest to James Earl Jones, and just drop a load. Yeah,
It's William.
That's right.
Apparently something has happened to me last night.
But meanwhile, on the way to the chick's house, he was like wind up beater, wind up beanie sounded like Elmer Fudd.
Here it goes. It's about to come off here. Oh boy.
He goes from Jimmy Neutron to Beelzebub.
Right.
What's up? I gotta go.
That's what.
I see you when I see you.
William.
Hey, I just wanted to say, Dag.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to tell you that your personality, has broke me from a lot of suicidal tendencies.
Ooh, wow.
That's heavy, man.
I just want to.
He's killed many others, so.
Just let it, man, come on.
Other folks have heard him and killed
I'm hearing
himself.
you, William, and that's really humbling for me to hear. And if I can be a help to you through my comedy, that is great.
How about you get him laid?
To know. That's going to happen. Trust me. That's the day his trouble starts.
Hey, William, what's going on? You were thinking about suicide?
Yeah.
And then what? Why?
Just my family's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think settling down any?
Well, not really. My grandma just got out of the hospital and stuff like that.
Are you still thinking about hurting yourself?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying anything over the radio.
You got to get some treatment, William, because for one reason only, I need all the fans I can get.
Yeah.
I want you to get some treatment.
These are life-threatening problems we're talking about here. Like any other, if it were diabetes or an infection, you'd run to the doctor. Yet people don't think about these sorts of problems as being life-threatening when, in fact, they are.
Especially when you're that young. There's still a lot of families that the stigma or self-imposed or otherwise, when you're dealing with any kind of emotional illness, they don't want
anything but the brain. People freak out about.
What's I don't get the part with the grandma getting out of the hospital. Is that?
Well, my grandma, she takes a lot of drugs that are prescribed by her doctor, but I think her doctor's crazy because these pills that she's taking are making her like really crazy in the head. She'll wake up and she won't know where she is, or stuff like that.
Look, most grandmas are nut jobs. Don't worry about her. What about the rest of the family?
It's not only the family, but my schooling life, and I'm always getting in trouble in school and stuff like that.
Why? What are you getting in trouble for?
I've been sent to court a couple of times, petty theft, All
right. Well, can you stop acting out? I mean, here's the thing. Life will be less difficult if you stop making it difficult. I mean, stop acting out. You're having brushes with the law. You're getting in trouble at school. It's because of stuff you're doing. Can you stop that?
What, Adam, when I was 16, man, the concept of making it to 30 years old, that was a millennium away. As a matter of fact, I used to have like this mantra, like I had to do everything I wanted in my life by the time I was 30.
Mm-hmm. So because you're die immediately after that.
Exactly. I mean, it just was so far away. And when you're that young, a lot of times you just feel like it has to be now. And you can't really think about the long term. And you're just going through a difficult period. It's really... Get someone to talk to, man. It'll make you feel so much better.
I agree with that our relationships are really what get people through. If you can find people that care about you can be yourself and open with, it makes a huge difference.
Peer counseling a lot of times works.
Or even just a peer. Just somebody you really care about.
Didn't I just say that? Well, no, wait a minute. I said peer counseling.
Okay, peer counseling.
And what Dr. Drew said is or a peer.
Yeah.
No, what you did is you picked my therapeutic pocket.
No, you're great. I said yes, that, and even not to be with a label, but
William,
just
scoot down, because I'm sitting right next to you. You picked my pocket.
I'm sorry, William, that I can't continue.
No, you said or a peer.
No, or even in addition.
Right, it's not just about you, Dr. Drew.
Please.
God.
Let me say this. It reminded me of this. I talking about this about a year or so ago, but I was watching this documentary on people that killed themselves by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, what the documentary says sounds great. Interesting. Tell us about it.
I will. A couple of people survived. A couple of people jumped off the bridge.
Really?
And survived.
Right.
And
I saw
this is going to wake Dag up from his slumber, by the way. But the first thought of everybody when they jumped off the bridge is, I want to live.
I made a mistake,
I made a mistake. I want to live. And 3 out of the 3,000 over the last 80 years have killed themselves by jumping off the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge lived.
Okay. Well, what happened to him? Because isn't that like akin to hitting cement?
Yeah, it is. For some reason, whatever.
Hit the right wind velocity. But to your theory about brain chemistry, you wonder if the extreme arousal of falling off a bridge raises the chemicals in your brain where you start to feel okay for a second and think, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah, you get this huge shot of endorphins and adrenaline. And you're like, but it's got to suck that you jump off the bridge and you get 18 inches away from the bridge and you're airborne and you're thinking, I got to live.
Yeah.
I want to live. All right. Well, you got the next 30 stories to think about wanting to live. Yeah, and I do sort of have the feeling that's bad on bad. And I do sort of have the feeling that a lot of people that kill themselves, at least the ones who jump off of things, have that rush. I'd like to get back on the roof or back on the bridge at some point.
Let me say something to William. I hope he's still listening. That I read a lot about suicide and the act of suicide, the damage that it wreaks, and the legacy that it leaves on a family. It can affect them for generations. They followed this one family, in particular in this article, the great-grandfather had killed himself, and it started a chain reaction. Now, it's not to say that maybe there wasn't some pre-existing thing there, but that act is an act of violence. And
adolescents, sometimes that's kind of their intent, though.
I know, but this was not an adolescent. My main point is that it affects all those around you and for generations.
And not in the ways you want it to be affected.
Yeah. Well, my grandmother's brother killed himself when, I don't know, my grandma was about 30. Seems pretty broken up about it, actually. Well, not so much. It's always like, yeah, Robert killed himself. All right, it must have been tough.
What's the last one?
So, Adam, let me spitball with you for a minute here. You find that funny? You think what you just said is
I think it's funny that my grandma didn't seem too bothered by it, which is really worse than the effect that the thing could have had. The idea that the dude's sister, it's pretty cool.
That's funny to you. See, right now I'm a red state and you're a blue state.
The guy wasn't riddled. The guy wasn't in his late 70s and riddled with AIDS and tuberculosis. The guy was like 33 and fine.
And so you get joy out of making fun and it's funny to you that you're making fun of all. I got to stop. I was trying to be serious.
You were.
And I was trying to go a little. I couldn't keep doing it, though. I almost pulled it off. Didn't I, Dr. Drew?
Hold on.
Very funny stuff.
It was great stuff. Great stuff.
Let's take a call.
Hector? Hector, you're 24.
I love this shit.
Hi,
Hector?
Dr. Drew. Yeah, Ace, what's up?
What's happening, Hector?
How's it going, man? Hey, Dag, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. I'm just a big fan of that SNL, Maya Angelou for Fruit Loops. That's awesome.
I love Maya Angelou.
Love that.
Yeah.
So I got some good history information for you guys. I know how much Adam loves the Mexican Ranchero music.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know about the German roots of it.
Yeah.
German roots. Well, that's where the accordion comes from.
Yeah.
Well, we were just asking about the...
There is an Oom-Pa-Pa background, yes.
Yeah, the Oom-Pa-Pa background, exactly. Well,
Right.
It turns out, I guess, in the late 1880s, a lot of German immigrants were going to Mexico, particularly to this place called Sinaloa, Mazatlan. That's where they make Pacifico beer. And they had these beer camps going on. And the workers, the German immigrants, they got Indians and Mexicans working with them, and they started playing that Oompa music. And they'd get drunk and make beer, and they'd play that music. And
it caught on.
Off from there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And by the way, worse than when they brought, like, the Nutria to Louisiana. It escaped. They took over. They now destroy crops.
I thought you were talking about the protein drink.
No. I'm talking about those big rats. My point is the Germans there should be a class action lawsuit against Germany.
Another thing for you to take out against the Germans, Adam.
Yeah, listen.
Why do you hate us, Adam? Why?
We thought the Holocaust was bad. We got a real situation here now.
Thank you.
We got a real situation in Mexico. I live in Southern California. I'm inundated with this horrible music. I'm not saying that the Holocaust was one of your better moves, but this may have had a bigger impact.
Yeah, well, you wait till these African rats get out. These things are as big as dogs. The ones that...
Where the African rats?
Well, the African rat that boned the prairie dog that bit the little white chick that brought us the monkeypox. These things are as big as Rottweilers.
Let me ask you, Dag, I don't want to attack your people, but why does all the bad stuff come out of Africa?
It doesn't. It doesn't come out of Africa. It comes out of Africa because Africa's been raped, looted, and pillaged by Bobo the White Man for 5, 6, 7, 800 billion years.
I see, but here's what I'm saying. How come we don't export any killer roaches or bees or rats or anything like that? We do?
Of course. I'm glad you brought this up. While I have been here, the worst holocausts on Earth have been white men have been responsible for. Where the two black guys named Leroy and Lonnie that exterminated the Jews? No. Where there's like a bunch of black women with slingshots that exterminated the Native Americans? No.
That's right.
You know,
No,
we bring the plague? No.
White man's evil. I agree with you.
I'm not saying the white man's evil, but don't blame it on black people.
No,
you know, all we did is bring the blues, the roots of rock and roll, Michael Jackson. Well, the original Michael Jackson.
Right.
And Wayne Brady.
He turned white and he went nuts on it. Yeah. No, I'm with you, my brother. I'm just saying, when the insects, when the vermin, when they come over, the killer bees, they're tough.
They're angry.
They're tougher.
They're angry.
We have a docile version of almost everything. Our rats, our bees, our insects, or nothing. And then stuff comes over from South America, especially, and Africa, and they're killers. They kick
because you've killed everything. They got to go somewhere.
You know, we got our version of that is Florida.
Yeah, but who built the ships that brought them over here? They didn't just buzz over on their own.
Yeah, people do this though, and I'm going to.
There was some white dude who said, "I bet if I could get the honey from an African bee, it would be spicier."
I'm going to include South America and Central America in this mix.
Well, they're almost black anyway.
They go. You think you've seen a roach? No, you haven't. You think? No, you haven't. You got to go to Colombia. You've not seen. You think you've seen a rat? You have not. Yeah, there's just stuff there that it's everything's supersized.
Wait a minute, I heard the rats in Paris are supposed to be really huge.
Oh, really?
And they're very rude. That's my time. Listen, you guys enjoy Adam Carolla. I'm up out of here, man. My name's Davey G, and I've been your MC for the last 7.5 minutes. Peace. Kill my music, man.
Peace out.
Come on, get that Van Halen. Come on.
Take a break.
I want to go out.
We'll be right back.
Thank you, Dingleberries. I'll be here through Sunday, 7 shows nightly. Love you guys.
We'll be right back after this. Hey, everyone.
Adam.
Loveline.
Same time.
I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew.
And I'm David J.
Dave Alan Grier, my main man.
You know, I just started casting for this new sketch show I'm doing on Fox. We're doing our pilot.
Oh, Adam's going to offer you a job. He's going to offer you a job. He's going to offer you a job.
No, I don't want to do sketch.
What? He's a friend of mine. I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Oh. Yeah, what's happening?
I'm just telling you, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean,
it's going to be a new sketch show.
Absolutely new.
Is it going to be on prime time?
Yes, prime time. Fox.
And you know they've had success with Mad TV over the years.
He's not going to give you a job.
No, you know what it is? How much do we when Adam and I hang out? Well, when we used to hang out before, well, what I call the demon seed, the wife. They always cleft the male friends.
Wait till there's a baby.
Oh, boy, little Adam. He's going to get all soft, and he's going to be crying like with that Christmas card where they're all piled around the pool. Here's wishing you a happy Kwanzaa. Please cry on this card and pass it on. No, his wife is really cool, actually. But
Dag, we hang out anytime you want.
Yeah, but we don't talk about show business, unlike Dr. Drew here.
Right.
Who every opportunity, can I bring some cameras and maybe shoot some stuff for this?
Oh, no, we don't.
I'm doing a new show or something.
No, Dag and I talk about boxing and a home improvement and crazy broads he's nailed.
There you go. And he shows me the tiles that he's gotten, some recently arrived.
Dag and I talk about the crazy broads he's nailed.
Oh, really?
That's not me anymore. I'm totally, I'm cool, man.
So, Dag, what's going on with the sketch or sketch comedy show on Fox?
We have to start. We're staffing up. We're going to be over at the Kimmel building, as I call it, the Kimmel lot. And those are where our production offices will be.
They will be right in there.
Yeah. We're going to be there. They're already there. I'll see you starting tomorrow.
What floor are you on?
I don't know yet because I got my keys over the weekend and I haven't been there yet. But I will be there tomorrow. Yeah. So definitely come and say hi.
All right, and it's going to be when? Do you have a night?
I don't know yet. We have to do a pilot. The pilot has to be picked up. So right now they picked up the pilot. So we're shooting a pilot, and we're just reveling in that right now. I think I just, you know what, Dr. Drew? This is indicative of, here's how it works. Here's how it works. Well, hold on. You know what, Dr. Drew? Here's how it works. Yeah. I talk and you listen. That's how friends do. Now, I'm going to do you, Adam. I'm going to be Dr. Drew, and you be a patient. Hey, so what's going on?
Well,
jeez, man, I got my house. My house is like dipped to the side.
And I was regular.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on Thorazine.
They said,
I'm late. I got a book. I got to go.
Pre-cancerous.
Okay,
I don't
hold
know
that
if
thought.
means
I will be right back.
Or
hello?
Pre-cancer?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Hello, honey? I just broke my glass. I'm sorry, your time's up. I got to go over to Loveline.
Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Give and take, quid pro quo. Tough love tonight, Dr.
Dag, this is from the one who's listening.
Okay.
Over here.
Wow.
Are you like a player coach on it? You're going to star in it and write, produce, whatever?
Star, write, produce.
And
We've already written the pilot.
You'll have the ensemble cast.
Yes, the ensemble cast.
Are you drawing from like the groundlings? Are you going and looking around?
No, we just started that. We got to hire a casting director, and we want some fresh people. We don't want people that have been like gangbanged by the world of comedy.
Right.
Where you come in there with the scars, like, I was on Mad TV, but they hit me there. I was gonna do SNL, but I got cut or something, and it hurt.
Yeah. Well,
then I had a holding deal, and I don't know.
So you're going to go out scouting?
Oh, we're going to go to the bus station.
I hate to.
Go to the bus station.
I don't want to throw my hat in the ring, but engineer Chris over here.
Vibrant.
All right.
I'll tell you, he'll do the thing to finish the machine.
Wow.
That's one of the one of the improv things he does. His not only that, and his who, what, and where. He always brings something to the party.
Oh, that's great.
By the way, and really does more characters than Will Ferrell.
Now, is he the guy at the bus station that has the headphones on? He's not with the iPod. It's the old school,
right?
like
big ones with the antenna
CD
coming out of it.
Player, just going.
Big antenna coming out.
Yeah, I'm not connected to the world because
that's right.
To the music,
and I'm
I
rocking.
like that.
And I don't mind you see me rock.
I like keep going, bus that's going to Griffith Park because I'm rocking to the music. Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and talk to the homeless man in my music.
It's a weird message. Like, it's one thing to enjoy your music while you're out in society. It's another thing to really rock hard to it in front of society. And I feel the same way with the guys with the huge bass blowing in the SUV when they pull up to the signal.
In spite of
point
society.
where I'm having difficulty having my conversation. Yeah, and I got the cell phone, and I'm like, I'm gonna be running a little bit late, so I'm not. Okay, I won't be able to make the 1 o'clock writers meeting. Hold on, let me get the window up. Let me roll the window up. It's like there's a guy in Escalade who's actually got a 42-inch TV installed in the the front windshield is a 42-inch, and it's like I can't. Oh, my teeth hurt. My teeth hurt. Fillings are coming loose or falling out like a stalactites in a cave when the volcano's erupting in the bad movie. And it doesn't bother you that the rest of the world has to hear your goddamn music?
That's their statement. I knew a guy who had this little Ford, Escort. Must have been like 1,000, 2,000 watt stereo system in there. I was like, but you don't really hear music. It just vibrates. And
right.
It's like, yeah.
You hear music the way deaf people hear music.
Yes.
You feel
Beethoven.
you feel the bones.
Yes.
Right. It's like when the deaf football team plays the other one, and the snap count is a bass drum. Boom! They hit it. That's how the deaf football team knows how to go. Right. That's just
hey, let's save some babies. Let's take this energy.
Let's save some babies.
Dr. Drew, can I offer some healing to you? I hit you hard, but you know what? Because I love you. Next caller.
That's true.
Next caller.
Let me say something very quickly, Dag.
Ahead,
I just want to say something. I would like the guys, and I know I sound like my dad here, play your music loud, enjoy your music, just don't foist it on society. I want the guys with the super bass SUVs who, my vision is blurred because you're crappy music. I want those guys and the guys who take the Harley Davidson knuckleheads, have them bored out to 1,800 cc's, take the baffles out of the exhaust, and then come home. They're driving home drunk about 4 in the morning, and they're just gassing it right down the alley. Everybody in the goddamn apartment building to the left and the right can hear these, and people up the hill and down in the valley can hear. I want these two just to get together on their own crappy island and drive each other insane.
Hey, men of planet Earth, can we all get together and promise no more A Chopper is Born shows, okay? We've seen enough.
Right.
Portly guys that live in New Jersey in a garage building the ugliest motorcycle you've ever seen. Always under the guise of a tribute. This is a tribute to tractor owners.
There is no racial bigotry here.
There's a lot of people left behind in Vietnam.
There you go.
And the airbrushed Inca goddess I'm doing on this tank is a tribute.
That's why the tank is shaped like an ear, because that's what they did to our brothers.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to see it anymore.
Right, we're arguing with your dad with the handlebar mustache, and you're sending it out to a guy. Nobody does airbrushing like this guy.
Why couldn't they be on the plane with Leonard Skinner? Why?
It would
Is
have
that
been
too much to ask?
It would have been nice.
Next call.
David?
Yeah.
No, not you, David. Caller David, you're 18.
Yeah,
I just met the stripper yesterday, and I'm really, really into her. And I wanted to know if it's possible, if I could take her home, or if it's possible even to have a relationship with her.
Yeah, tell her yes. Tell her.
How old are you?
Girl, write a note if you need it.
Wait a minute, hold on. 18? Yeah, date her. Date her.
What?
Date her. He's 18. Get it out now.
You're too squirrely. You're not going to be able to pull her off.
Yeah, but how's he going to pull it off?
Yeah,
she just
want an
suck
18-year-old.
money out of the guy.
So,
doesn't have money.
Tell me what went down. Were you a customer? Did you talk to her on the job or what?
Yeah, I was getting a lap dance. We were talking before.
Right. Like, what was the conversation? Like,
I'll explain. I'll do a reenactment of the pre-lap dance conversation. Honey, you want a lap dance? How much is it? $20. Oh, okay. That was the cool. I was at a strip club with Dag in Vegas.
Oh, boy.
The stripper said she'd been stabbed
17 times.
17
I
times.
swear to you. She had 2 13-year-old girls. Everybody else is in heaven. Bing, ding, 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 ding. She was, not only that, she was in Penthouse in 1979.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I was like, only me. Why does this happen to me?
Did you pick her?
They come over, they sidle up to you, and it's hard to get rid of them. And Dag was stuck with her the whole night.
No, that one night was not a good night. I have really great luck.
But she would literally
answer people.
She would take a shot of Jaeger, and it would come out about 3 holes in her abdomen.
Right.
I mean,
her boobies felt like elbows. They were like really wow. They were the prototype. Yeah, of course, I had to. She made me.
I don't they like have the bouncers jump on you if you touch the stripper?
Not Dag. He's big time. And by the way, she was a disaster.
Yeah, they took me in the back room. Here's what she said. She goes, you know what? Can I tell you something? What women really want guys to do? We just want you to just hit it hard. Go. Yeah. Don't look. Don't talk to me. Just go.
Stabbed,
right? Yeah. I swear to God.
Stabbed 17 times.
Yeah, with your member. That's what women want. And I was like, really?
Stabbed 17 times.
My voice could never have been smaller. I was like, really?
There should, and you know, be a good thing. Let me.
Yeah, I know. You heard something hit the ground and run. I'm leaving.
Let me say this. You know in restaurants.
Yeah.
All right, quiet down. You know in restaurants they put those signs up by the sink that say "Employees, please wash your hands." At strip clubs, in strip clubs they should be. Please don't talk about your goddamn kids, like laminated in the dressing room. I don't want to hear no talk of period, no talk of children, no talk of brutal ex-boyfriends, no talk of parents, no talk of the outside world.
Then they should just be signed with the.
Well, no, I asked a stripper in Miami. I said, "You have kids?" It was like they were all naked.
Yeah,
butt naked. All they had on is like clear plastic shoes, and they all whipped out pictures.
Oh. Yeah, and here's the problem
too. I don't know, but they're like, "Fook."
It's your fault for talking because you do that stupid small talk where you're like, and so what goes? So you work here at night. What goes on there? Full-time mom. So I was like, I should never. You shouldn't open your mouth because they will talk about the kids. But what I like my placard. I like my placard that just says no talk of the outside world when you go out there. It is a fantasy. You're a virgin. This is your first night at work. You've never had a boyfriend. Don't talk about the uncle that sexually molested you. Don't talk about the 6 kids at home. Don't talk about the abusive ex-biker husband who's now working here as a DJ and he's really jealous. Don't hear the stabbings. Don't want to talk. Don't want to hear about mosquito bites. Just this is the first night, and please help me.
Well, here's what I used to do. Here's my move. Is like, look, what's your hourly rate? Like what? $150. Here's your $150. Keep your clothes on. All right, I'm not interested in that. Let's just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I don't need to see. You don't have to, rub all over me. I think you're really great. You're wonderful. I'm here with friends, and they're all getting their lap dances. So what's up? That worked. Oh yeah,
David.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, what was the conversation you had with her before she gave you the lap dance?
Just where I live at and am I going to school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was about it.
Did you kiss her?
No, I wanted to.
Oh, okay, well, if you wanted to, it's done.
Okay, well, hold on. Did you get her telephone number?
No, I had to leave right after because
I
was dragging my friend over there.
All right. Okay. Do you guys want to tell him, or can I tell him?
Well,
this is not going to happen.
Adam has a technique, though.
Wait a minute. But you got to tell him, Adam, if she tells you her real name, if she likes you, the first thing out of a stripper's name is, my name's not Lexus, it's Denise.
Right.
Then she goes, look, this is my number. Don't show it to Boom Boom. Don't show Bruno's looking. Then now, but if she gives you the number to the club, it's not happening.
Here's the
if
number.
She gives you the other number.
When she gives you the real name, that's a good thing. But here's the ultimate for here's if the stripper is into you or not. You just say to her, doesn't matter what time you're in there, what time of night it is. You just go when you get off work.
There you go.
And they go. And here's when they love you. I can leave anytime.
That is it.
If you hear I can leave anytime, that's it. That's done. Now, if you hear, well, I don't get off till 4. My boyfriend picks me up about. All right, forget it. If you say to him, and I don't care if it's 10:30 or 4:30 a.m. It doesn't matter. You go when's your shift in? When you get off, they go. I can leave anytime. Okay, that means they're saying, let's go. Let's run.
And it's really on when they say, look, you guys break out, pull down the end of the block. I'll be out in 10 minutes. And you know what comes around the corner, Adam?
I got it.
An Oldsmobile with the window busted out and a whole lot of plastic.
Child seat,
a baby
duct tape to the hood.
And the tire going with one of those spare itty-bitty tires.
Yeah.
Going.
Actually, 3 of those and 1 full-size tire.
Yep, going, where you guys want to go?
I have to tell you guys are freaking me out. You've had altogether too much experience in this world. I am totally flipped.
David, here's the thing.
Wow.
Here's the thing.
You guys are sick.
Here's your only shot of picking her up. Your only shot of picking her up is going to the club quite a bit and sitting back, not trying too hard, just letting her see you be there and be sane. There's a lot of a-holes that go to these clubs, and the guys who go there and who they get familiar with, who aren't a-holes, are talked about. I dated a stripper once, and she said, oh, definitely, when you're out on stage and there's like a guy sitting there whose tongue isn't hanging out, and he's not drooling, he doesn't have a boner, and he looks sort of normal, it piques their interest. They'll actually go back and go, you see the guy in the jeans in the third row?
And don't buy a lap dance. You can never you shouldn't have had one in the first place. But if you go back in, just drop in and say, hey, I just, dropped out by to get a beer. Do not buy any more lap dances.
On the other hand, being 18 is not, you just can't cut. You got nothing for a stripper at 18. You just don't. All right, let's take a break. Dag, my main man at Studio Night, will be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew, Dag, otherwise known as my main man, in studio tonight. Drew, stop the beatbox. Let's move forward with the show. Can we do that, please?
Sorry.
Come on, let's take some calls, man.
Let's take some calls.
Top of the hour.
Oh,
dude. Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
The beatbox.
Yeah.
Your own beatbox, huh?
Jackie?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes?
By the way, could there be any more flawed saying than whoever smelt it, dealt it? Like, how many thousands of times have I been standing next to Jimmy or Cousin Sal, just been standing there, and then all of a sudden, oh, Christ, oh, my God, what is that? Oh, Sal, did you? Yeah, I must have done it. Well, wait a minute. I'm the guy who's vomiting in the elevator. I must have done it.
Adam, I had very good friends of mine, couple, good-looking, hot chick and her boyfriend, dear friends, sitting in my car, just going at it like a dueling contest.
The two of them?
Oh, laughing and giggling.
Blowing gas?
Oh, yeah, back and forth.
That's cool.
The foulest after skiing is like, dude, I would never want to go down there, anywhere near that cooter after that.
Let me say this, Dag, and I don't want to divide things along racial lines again, and I don't want you to take this as a bad thing. It's a good thing. I have not smelt the brothers' gas, and I theorize, or Asians, by the way, I theorize that the white man has worse gas culturally. No.
Well, blast it out.
Hispanics have a good production.
They do. But I'm talking Asian and I'm talking black.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're with your chick, I mean, we're all human beings, but would you sit in a closed quarters
I would not.
Come on, baby, double down. Here we go.
Oh,
black out. Come on, hit me back.
What do you? You should hear his wife complain about what he does under the sheets.
Right, but is she meeting him?
If she could, are you kidding? She'd fire back right now.
You don't want that.
Talking
about?
No,
you don't want that.
No, but all I'm saying is again, it's not my way to break things along racial lines. I think the white man may have an edge in the gas department. Maybe. You know, I'm just saying.
Let's save some babies.
All right. You don't think that's a valid point?
I'm just saying is equivalent to yeah, but still.
Yeah, but still.
I'm just saying.
It's what you say before, yeah, but still. Jackie? I'm just saying. Well, no, yeah, but still. Jackie, what's up? You 21?
That's right, I am.
What's happening, baby?
Well, here's my question, and please take this very, very seriously.
All right.
Are men able to produce milk if they want to badly enough?
No. If they do produce milk, it's either
an infection.
It's an infection, or it's a thyroid problem, or a prolactin-secreting tumor, or medication.
You mean from their breast?
It can happen, but it's pathological. They have breast tissue and they have breasts, but they will not, under any normal circumstance, produce milk. If they do produce milk, you got to look into it.
Why was the question?
All right, so if they are producing milk, is it caused by a change in hormonal balance inside them? Therefore, it's something that the brain could recreate?
Let me repeat myself.
Sorry, Drew.
Low thyroid, prolactin-secreting tumor, or medication.
I know what's going on here. What woman studies program are you involved?
Is he on medication?
No, this is just a purely hypothetical question based on a forward I got in my inbox about a week ago.
Showing a guy producing milk?
Yeah. Just to see if he could. Like, he had this sort of new age theory that if he wanted to bad enough, he could make it happen.
Speaking of inbox, when's the last time you were with a man?
Me?
You lesbian?
It's been at least a few weeks.
All right. Okay. You got a boyfriend?
There are life. You can hear it in her voice.
If you irritate a nipple, if a woman irritates her nipple enough, it will stimulate some oxytocin release and potentially could produce milk. I've never heard of that happening in men, but I guess it's possible.
Well, do you need milk glands or ducts or whatever?
We have them. God never makes a mistake, Adam. And now, Dr. Grier, didn't you say that there's a small, very, I said Dr. Drew.
You said Drew.
I said, isn't there, you said there's a small vagina that all men are born with right above the rectal opening. Isn't that what you told me once? It's very microscopic. But if we need it, it's there. Didn't you say that?
No.
You never saw that?
No. How dare you?
No.
Now, you also said that we were all born with 6 toes on one foot. It's just a little nub you call it.
We are all born with we start with a vagina that turns into a penis.
Right.
Really?
I'm about halfway there.
Yeah.
All right, we need to take a little break.
And you said all women have 3 breasts. Didn't you tell me that? In an email?
Dag is our guest tonight.
I might have said that.
We'll take a
What is up with the breaks? We just got back.
I know, we go too
Next
late.
Caller.
We'll be right back.
Cindy, you're 12. Go ahead.
After this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. Drew trying to finish his point from 2.5 hours ago with Dag, a main man. No, we're out of time, Dag.
No, let's take another call with your damn disease theory.
Let's take a call.
You know what? My cells are morphing right now.
The chemicals that we're coming up with are directed at this cancer.
What's a disease? Look at this. What's a disease? Tell me a disease.
Oh, new thing.
Listening to you?
Yeah.
What?
All right. Oh, Elizabeth from The Apprentice. I love The Apprentice, by the way. Yeah. I learned that from Arrested Development in here. Great guy was in here a couple months back when Arrested Development didn't have all those Emmys. Coming in later this week. I want to thank David Alan Grier, dear friend, for coming in. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying,
Save the babies! Hey, what'd you guys go as for Halloween?
All right. We got Drew won as a black man. We got to take a break.